Okay, okay. I just watched episode 6 of WandaVision. Dude, this show is incredible. Dude, I will put it against Infinity War and Endgame. This is the best thing Marvel has done. The detail with the script, the emotion that it gives. Dude, this show is incredible. This is the best thing Marvel has done, period. Better than Iron Man Part 1, which is like a lore. I said it. It's better than Iron Man Part 1. This is top. I don't see it being a season 2, but this is tops. Tops. Watching this is like, I don't even care about Falcon and Winter Soldier. I want to watch it. But, I don't think it's going to have this level of impact. I think it's going to try to be too sarcastic, funny, and I don't think they're going to give the mantle to Falcon. I just don't see it. Dude, it's a lot to unpack. I didn't do a video last week because I wanted to like see. I didn't want to make like guesses and look wrong. I just really wanted to wait and let this simmer and see what other people say, and then wait for the episode mostly. And everything I thought of was right. Um, I don't think he's real, and I think he's sort of like Vision, a construct. But the way they did it, because they showed Vision dead and like looking at her, standing there like he was there, but he was dead, and she looked away, and then looked back and he was adjusted. They did the same thing with Pietro, her brother. And so I'm honestly thinking she brought their dead bodies with her. And that's why she looked away and then they readjusted. But like I said before, um uh they adjust for the times they're in. So I really think that is the brother. It's just he like downgraded to the times they're in. And I think they're like in the 90s now, 80s maybe. But the beginning was definitely a Malcolm in the Middle type of thing. And also, while I'm thinking about it, Randall Park, he plays, is it Wu? But Randall Park, I just watched Aquaman for like first time in forever. Uh, excuse me, coffee. He's in there too. So I don't understand like what's gonna happen because I believe they are doing a part two, and that was the big thing at the end because he was helping Black Manta. So is it a recast? Like he totally got poached and he's working with Marvel because he was an Ant-Man. But that came out around the same time as Aquaman. It's crazy. Um I thought you get so tired of seeing the same people. Like I just heard Pedro Pascal is gonna be in The Last of Us. I can't think of the dude name. I can see his face. I can't think of his name. The Last of Us movie. I just saw him in Wonder Woman. I just saw him in that kids movie. I just saw him. Like I keep seeing this dude. But whatever. Um and the girl that played Mormont in Game of Thrones, she was in that witch show on Netflix too that did terribly. It was terrible. She's gonna be Ellie. But yeah, dude, she increased the barrier of the town because Vision was dying. The kids are showing powers now. The son seemed like he might be more powerful than her. I had to look it up. She is Omega level, but the fact that she said herself she don't know how she did it, she didn't realize she was doing it. Like there seemed like there's another work at play. Um, the Haywood seems way more knowledgeable than he's letting on. Um, Monica Rambeau's about to get powers, I believe, and it sucks that they're doing it like Wanda gave her powers, essentially. Like it's a side effect of being in there a couple times, but Wanda's power gave her power. I don't like that. They mentioned Carol Danvers. It was one part though where Pietro was talking to Wanda and she was like kick ass and she like did a weird thing. It was like, dude, do not tell me kick ass is a part of this show. Cause I'm gonna have to go rewatch that. I haven't seen Kick-Ass in a long time. Jim Carrey trashed his role, but he was so good. Like he was so good in Kick-Ass Part 2. Um, that's really it. Um, Monica Rambeau and Wu are going to meet her contact. I'm intrigued to see who her contact is because I don't think it's Samuel L. Jackson. But if it is, I don't think it is. But if it is, but yeah, she expanded the boundaries of the town because Vision broke through. Um, it's interesting. He really don't know anything. Like he he don't know what an Avenger is, and that was fairly recent. So she for real brought him back to life, and then what he knows is just all he knows. That's crazy. Um, she's crazy strong. Like I said, it has to be some other powers at play because this is a hell of a power jump. And Pietro told her like, "How are you doing this? Because you came a long way from giving people nightmares and swirling stuff around with your fingers, and now you're controlling a populace." He told her, "I love that you brought the kids out at the right time. Where were you hiding these kids? Where were you hiding these kids? I assume they were asleep or something." I have to say, like, I haven't seen Evan Peters in a little bit. It's refreshing. Like he adds a different element, and he really isn't. I don't like I said, he's not real. I think he's real to an extent, like Vision is, but she's able to control him more. So maybe he's not. I might be wrong about his physical body is there. She brought him back to life type shit, but he seems to be okay. Like he's on board. He feels like an actor playing a role, and he's like he down for whatever to cause up drama and like beat up for the kids. Like he's the comic relief, the drama relief. Like he knows his role. That's crazy. Um, and he's like there to like be her mental aid as she goes through this because everything is unraveling. People are just standing around, in idle people that don't need to be used right now, just standing around, and it's crazy to see like the behind. It's kind of like behind the scenes of her show. Like these people aren't they're extras. They're not needed. They're not essential characters. And also, it kind of feels like some people have awakened but are okay, or maybe they just doing that to be fake because Agnes tried to leave, but then Vision like brought her consciousness back, and she seems a little bit. I don't know. She seemed better than the guy in the office from last episode, talking to Vision. Like it's crazy. Like there's so many layers to this because they was talking to the black guy, Wanda was, and he was like, "Is that right? Is there anything you need me to do? Are you okay?" I'm like, "No, yeah." It's like, okay, well, I gotta bounce. But it's just interesting the the dynamic. Like, are these characters out of her control and just going along with it to not be like mentally crazy? Because dude said like there's a voice in her head, so or they're like Agnes type. Everyone's that's woke, like Agnes type. Like they're there, but because they're like kind of main characters, they're side characters and not just extras, that they do have a certain level of consciousness. So it's it's an interesting show. Like I said, it's the best thing Marvel has done, I believe, in my opinion. Um, I think that's it. I think I've covered everything. Like, it's just, it's so good. Like, just to watch the last 2 episodes. Like, if you've never seen it, watch the last 2 episodes. You'll be pretty much caught up. Kat Dennings' character did get sucked in. And I'm interested in seeing her role because some of the agents that got sucked in and the whole base got turned into a carnival. But they didn't show Kat Dennings get turned into anything. So I'm intrigued to see how that works out. Who she becomes. I believe they are in the 90s because Monica did say what's the worst that could happen? I go back and I wear low rider jeans. It instantly made me think of Britney Spears. So Malcolm, the intro was Malcolm in the Middle all the way. I can't think of any other show that looked like that. Especially with Vision. He like whacked his son in the head with a newspaper. So, um, yeah, that's all I got, man. That's all I got. But this show is so good. Can't wait for next week. That'll do it for this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back. This weekend is Valentine's Day, so yeah, I might do a my tier of best Valentine movies, like 80s to 90s and 2000s to now. I should do like a battle. Yeah, I might do a battle. Yeah. But that'll do it for this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and happy Valentine's Day. If you don't celebrate it, get over yourself. It's one day. Yeah, you should do lovely stuff all day. But imagine it just being condensed into one day of love. Get over yourself. It's 24 hours. It's not the end of the world. Valentine's Day is coming up, and yeah. Was that an a-hole thing to say? People make such a big deal about it. Like, they really hate it. And it's like, dude, it's one day of pink and red shit. Relax. Okay? Watch some movie, eat some chocolate, chill.